Hello everyone, welcome to Pauline's Place. Do you know the weather is so much warmer and brighter here in Auckland, New Zealand? It's October and so it should be. It mightn't last very long, but here it is. Very lovely weather and very nice to sit out on the deck. Do you know today the quote is this, very wonderful. It is not flesh and blood, but heart, which makes us. And then there's ... And Frederick Schiller leaves it to us. He has a lot to say about the kind of thing which is the heart. But I would like to add the word today for this quote, family. It is not flesh and blood, but heart, which makes us family. In fact, in history, flesh and blood have often resulted in all kinds of intrigue and plotting and terrible disasters because it's the heart that actually makes family. Flesh and blood helps, and we are a family because we're born into one, but unless we have some heart in it. Now, why I say that is because in this COVID time, something is being accentuated as a great need, which has always been there, but now we have to take hold of it, and that's how to help other people feel they belong when the family of flesh and blood that they belong to is in another country and they're just by themselves. And so it's not a time for just being polite, but to make a commitment of some kind to people who aren't in your flesh and blood group, but have found a place in your heart, and now it's a need across the world to commit to their being part of your family, your heart for a longer period of time than you might have at first thought. I'm looking at my mother, who is my flesh and blood. There she is. Eileen. She lived till 90. And she didn't know who her flesh and blood were. People born in the 1920s often experienced that. There were many orphans in the world. And she made many people feel like they were her flesh and blood because of her heart. Many strangers, and for years and years they belonged to her heart, her family. We often talk about God is love, and love is the way, it's the strongest of anything. But sometimes we've built a very kind of closed circle around our love and say, well, I've got enough friends and I've got enough family and I've got enough. God never said that. How is enough when you look at the beauty in the world and the possibilities? You've got room, and your life might be complicated. There might be suffering, but you've got room because someone near you, someone you know, really needs to be included in the flesh and blood that is your heart. This photo album, like full of so many beautiful pictures. Actually, the ones that mean a lot and the ones in my phone are experiences. Things we've done together, faced together. Because cups of coffee strengthen, but they don't make that bond of the heart, which is stronger than flesh and blood. So, I value these. I value the ones on my phone. And to experience together something which brings to the flesh and blood the heart. Well, look after your flesh and blood family, won't you? But remember, someone near you might need just for you to break that circle open. Let them in. Make them part of your family. God be with you. Thank you for today.